Welcome back to Making a Difference. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Sherrie Clark from Storehouse Media Group. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
Well, thanks for coming on. So we had an opportunity to talk off set. You have a very unique publishing company, amongst many things.
Yeah.
Tell us about what is a Storehouse Media Group.
With Storehouse Media Group, we're actually an award-winning publisher for books. And we take an author wherever they're at. If it's concept, we help you flush it out. We can write your book. We can edit your book. We publish your book. We market your book. We just, from beginning to end.
So I want to write a book, and I have no idea how to do it. What do you would do if I come in and say, you know what, I got this great idea, I want to write a book, and I have no clue how to do it? How would you help me get to, I have this idea, to I'm selling it on Amazon or in a bookstore?
I would sit down and we'd have a conversation. You know, what are you trying to do? What kind of book? What are your goals? What's your timeline? How big do you want a book? You know, thickness. So we would have a conversation, and then I would go from there to determine, okay, this is what you want, and this is how we can get you there.
So how did you get from point A to point B?
Well, you know, cops are known to be the best storytellers, so everybody says. So I learned a lot about storytelling as a cop, and then I became a copywriter and a content writer, and I had clients that were marketing companies, and one came to me because, hey, I got a client just wrote a book. Would you be interested in editing it? And I'm like, yeah. So I edited it, and I had a knack for it, and I started getting more clients, and then they'll come and they say, well, we've written this book, but how do we get it published? That's a good question. So that was my next quest. How do you publish a book? So I did that, and they're like, well, we've got these books, but how do we sell them? So I started the quest on how to market, and then they ask, you know, well, I don't know how to write a book, or I don't have time. Can you help? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll write your book for you. So it just evolved. It was nothing I had set out to do. It just happened. And I just took it for where it was at and just ran with it.
Well, you do know that Play-Doh was invented to cool oil machines, and that's how Play-Doh became, and rubber was invented as an accident as a byproduct of making gasoline. So, a little bit more than Play-Doh and gasoline.
I did not know that.
Well, you learned something. Okay, we're done. You learned something new. So, that's amazing. So you basically take people from, I have an idea, all the way to, I'm going to sell this book.
It's a bestseller.
And to make sure that everything's spelled right.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So there's people out there that want to tell a story that don't know how, or they need to frame it. If they want to find out more about you and your firm, what's the best way to connect?
www.storehousemediagroup.com.
Storehousemediagroup.com.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. I'm sure we'll see you again on the show. Really cool story. I really appreciate you coming by.
Well, thank you for having me. I had fun.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for joining us on Making a Difference. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.